What's the deal? What is the deal? Chat, we are back from another weekend. The assassins failed yet again. We survived the weekend, and we are back here. It is fucking freezing in my house. I don't know who the hell dropped down this temperature, but like, you walk in here, it feels like penguins live here. Penguins don't live here. Looks 9 lives here. It's fucking freezing. Yeah, so let's get into some breakdowns. Well, we barely have 150 people in here. Let's get some 200 or something. Let's get 200 in here. These are some tiny candles though for the last couple of hours too. Clay went to the fucking Mavs? Yeah. No more Splash Brothers. No more. R.I.P. the Splash Brothers. Cutting the dreads is next. A wig shave? Nah, I went to get it. I traded in the beard for the hair. Nah, this is what I look like in real life. I just don't get dressed for you guys. Like, with you guys, I'm in my underwear and a wife beater. Like right now. I'm fucking, you know what I mean? Free ballin'. Fresh cut with his. Anyway, pulling a Ron Burgundy right now. But yeah, I'm kind of tight with this update. Our fucking there's there's levels to this shit. Look at all of the gaps on TradingView now after the update, or after whatever happened last night. Wix needs a blowout afro. I have a blowout afro. If I don't have, before I got the locks, I had a blowout afro. Not even a blowout, it was just an afro. You don't need to blow it out, it was just a fro. And then whenever I'd move and go like this, and it would like, it would just lean everywhere. So, now we are here. Ta-da! So, I guess France is moving on in the Euros, right? Portugal's moving on in the Euros. Not like they each really deserved it, but they're moving on. So, we'll see what happens next round. Tonight, though, the US is going to be packing their bags. Most likely. Uruguay is nice. They're nice. All right, yo, let's get to some breakdowns. Previous week closed bullish, and we've come up here initially off the start of the week and created a top wick. We closed bullish below the most recent, so there's still a chance we could tap resistance and retest the levels down here. But there's a chance of that. But you are more likely to get this closure above here and continue up after retesting the lows here, because you've already grabbed orders, and you get a closure above here tomorrow above 2332.6. You're gonna head up to retest the top of the range. Now, 4-hour. In this 4-hour range here. Let's see what is really more relevant here. Okay. Okay. I like this 31.15 level. And if we do drop below there, we can look for targets. Nice 150 pip range. It gets a little tough here because you have rejections in this area previously after bouncing off that area. But if we're able to come back and tap here 23.31, I don't mind taking positions to the top here. Just depends on how we print, how we close. I see also the levels here to the left, right? You see there's a level that we can't really disregard it. They do exist, right? They do exist, but you have since drove up, straight through, drove up and down, right? Straight through here on this wick right there. So over here afterwards, you also pretty much filled the wick, drove down. So there's a chance you reject here, but there's a higher chance that you see some play at this area while eventually filling the range up. Hold on a second, chat. Got a phone call. Fuck, muted. Yeah, no, I just got a phone call, so it was Leonardo Fibonacci, and he told me to drop a fib on that bitch. Tell him go fuck yourself. Where you stay at? Right near the beach, boy. Ideally, honestly, stop printing. Ideally, we want buys above 37, or we want to tap 37 to come back down in range. It's just, are we going to get to 37 before coming back down in range right now? And can we take buys up to 37? Will it give us a chance to do that? It's not that clean of a range here. That's what we'll look for. Tough. We're gonna look. Here's what I'm waiting for, or what I'm looking for. I'd want to see us tap these areas here, just like that way. So if we're able to get some bullish closures, like we are right now, above the most recent. Sorry, that's a crappy line. Above the most recent, and we're able to come back down and tap these areas, 23.31. But instead of coming back down in range, bounce off of that area in the form of a bullish candle, we will look for buys to continue up to the top of the range, and eventually we want the candle to look like this, right? And that in turn will be it'll mirror this area of the market, and I believe there was a bullish closure there on the 15 on the small time frame. Yeah, 15.5 came down. So we'll see. It's if we stay above this area. If we come down and it's not a bottom wick and it closes back in range, we will look for 23.31 to be established as resistance for us to come back down. For now, we're above it, and we're looking for it to be tapped as a support. We're looking for 31 as a springboard of sorts in order to bring us back up or drive us further up. Come on. 7 pips for the wick fill. Chat, drop a like and sub to the channel while you're here. What's going on? People had their accounts blown in Q2. We're not even at 300. First day of Q3. Do you think the stop wick to reverse? No, we'll see it. I don't think it. We will see it if it happens. Can. But more recently, we haven't reversed here. We filled the range before any kind of rejection. You wouldn't think this is a better area here for a higher time frame, right? Off the hourly. And that's where this wick is rejecting. You seen this happen with trading before? No. Can't sub to this channel. That's tough. Unsub. You can unsub. And then sub again. Early day for you. Unfortunately, gotta see Granny. Oh, that's important. Yeah, go see Granny. Good luck for the rest of the session. I'll catch you tomorrow. Absolutely. Hasta mañana. WC Diolio. Thank you for joining us at Wixtable. Do you believe in ghosts? I think a better question is to ask the ghosts if they believe in me. Go ask them. Music loud as hell. We got a level of 2333.5 based off the 15. Yeah. Okay, so this level is not really a resistance. This is a level I would like to take sells below, but I'm not looking to trade this little range, right? We have an overall range from 2331 to 2344 at 140, right? We have this area for a range. So right now what it's looking like this, like this, and like this. Right, so this is basically green light. This is a red light right here. And this is also a green light. So these two lanes are good to go right now. Right? These two lanes. What do we know about green lights and red lights, chat? What do we... the most common thing about green. Go and stop? No. Green is for everybody. Red is for wicks only. Green for everybody. Red's only for wicks. Alright? So y'all need to be standing. Because I'm going to be flying through. Alright. But the only way to get a green light, right? When you're standing on a red. Oh, fuck. No, it's backwards. Well... What I was going to say is you need to have a yellow, right? But you got to do it kind of backwards. So you'd need to tap a yellow here or a yellow here for this area to turn green. You know what I mean? So if we can come down or, you know, get some yellow lights, we can start turning green. We need to tap those resistance or support areas to be able to spring off of something. To be able to establish them as a resistance or a support. Convince me, gold. Convince me. God damn it. Someone says Squid Game. So that's what we're waiting for. We need this to be more convincing than it is right now. I really don't like these gappy candles though. WTF. See, it's already tapped this smaller time frame range. It's filled, it's coming back down. So if you're going to come back up, you'd want a bullish closure above the most recent. You'd also want to retest a support, a strong support in the springboard area, 2331.15. What got you into trading? Stripping wasn't paying the bills. No, I had an ex-employee quit on me. And I said, why are you quitting? Do I not treat you well? Do I not bring you Lunchables for lunch? That was part of the package. He's like, fuck you, I quit. So he quit and he started trading. Well, he quit because he was trading. And he was like, yo, I found this trading thing. That's exactly what it was. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I'm doing this trading thing now. I quit. And he showed it to me. And I was like, fuck this, I'm selling the business. Appreciate you too. It's gotta be the ugliest 5-minute range in history. Like, what the fuck is this? This thing here. What are you doing? It's ugly. So let's see if the higher time frames can make it prettier. Time to spark. Yo, Eddie, I fucked myself. No diddy. I got home. I was at the smoke shop, and I got one of these, and I got home, and I'm out of papers, and it's stream time. You know me though, I just ripped the second page out the Bible because that bitch always empty, and I rolled it the fuck up. But that was the last paper. That was the last one. I need more Bibles. Send in your Bibles, chat. Anyway though. Hellmans. Nah, I would never, chat. I would never. Unless I was out of paper and it's stream time. Then maybe I would. Did I use Bible paper to roll a joint tonight? I guess we'll never know. You smoke cigars like a Cuban? What's that mean? In a raft? In a life raft? That's crazy. Ever made toilet paper roll, aluminum foil, and make a steamroller? No. No. Chat, this is a family-friendly stream. I don't know why you guys are talking about all this. Talking about making gravity bongs. All I said was that I was out of paper. That makes you look. Oh yeah. Yeah. I need more ideas for the reels, chat. I need more ideas. It's not easy, yo. It's not easy always. Like I understand stand-up comedians. Like I really feel them. Like it's not easy to come up with material. Like that's a tough thing. They're a different breed. She holds a lot of water. She's not fat. Yeah, she's fucking horizontally challenged. She needs to come with a wide load sign. Carrying a wide load. Will Dom be on tomorrow? Probably. You don't come up with it, you just let it happen. I know, most of the funniest shit that I've ever come up with, I've stumbled upon by accident. It's just natural. So you got a closure here on the first 30, and it's above the most recent. Remember what we said? Can we get a bottom wick to bounce off this support at 23.3115 and flip bullish before we fill this wick? Right? If this wick gets filled, then we are looking at a different area, right? If it fills straight up. But if we can come back down, we can take the rebreak of the highs. With momentum, and after grabbing orders at 31, if you reflip and break the highs here, you might end up somewhere in the next range. Let's see what the neighbors are doing. Uh-oh. Let me close that motherfucker. They're having a party. They're having the neighborhood kids party. Like all the kids from the neighborhood are over their house. He's doing like a sauna, cold plunge food thing for them. The kids, the fucking kids, living bougie. Bro, some fool on TTE chat came on and was like, Raja is live, everyone go there. Well, thanks for doing that here too, Jose. Appreciate you. 2 for 2 today. W. The yellow line's marked up for support resistance. These are more areas. Yeah, I guess you can interpret them as support resistance. Just kind of levels we drive off of. That guy must have passed on the torch to you, Jose. So, because if you look at it, you really, the support here on this in this area on the smaller time frame, it's really right here, right? If we draw it, but after, since we already closed above here, we are looking for a closure also above the most recent, because this created a bearish candle. The most recent created the most recent resistance, and you got that too. And you want this mirror, right? You want a tap of this price before you fill at least up to here, right? So if we were able to get that tap down to here and then flip, we would have taken that. But right now we filled most of this wick, so you probably want closures above that area to fill the rest of the range. And once again, I probably won't take those buys as it's coming up here, if it's as it's trickling up, if we never come back and tap 23.31. All right, so we don't come back and tap it, and right, price just decides to do all this, right? This, I won't get in there. I'm waiting for this tap. So if anything, then we'll just wait for it to eventually, you know, start coming back down and retesting it. Maybe it's going to take some time, right? But once it does that, it'll have a chance whether to break back in range or respect this area as a support and come back up. So if we don't get that as a bottom wick, we will look for it as a support on the higher time frame or candle closures on the smaller time frame. Something like this, then we can look for it. but I want to drive off something. I don't want to just trickle up. If we're trickling up, typically we'll drive the other way when the drive does happen. Do you realize it has already tapped 2331? Where? What do you mean? Where? We just closed. Since we've closed above it, we have not retested it. Hello, sir. How you are, thank you, please, sir. Hello, please, thank you, bless you very much. You think it's smart to go in debt for trading? Only if you're buying extra computer screens, because that's going to help you stay profitable. The more computer screens, the more profitable you are. So just make sure you invest. Can we have a look at BTC USD?
How about no?
From my understanding, is at the bottom, resistance at the top. So what's in the middle? Price. But if you have a support, you have a resistance, aka range. Resistance, support in this area, or yet to be established support. This is what we're looking for this to be established as support. So this is a resistance, we know it. Once we can establish this is support, we have a range. And what does ranges do? Ranges get filled. You created a high, you're likely to retest the high. Okay, capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Low music volume, that's the point. This way you can hear me. Yeah, I'll turn it up for you. Turn it up for you. It's a banger too. Sir, please sell. Lower it. Lower the music. Okay. Do 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 do. Okay, coming down, coming down, coming down. It is a banger, and I know bangers. Do you think we know the same bangers? How often you hire your bangers? What do you think about today? Bullish or bearish? It's definitely bullish with a slight chance of bear. Oh, people at the door. Welcome, Zoom participants. Where nobody gets a participation trophy. Play Hindi music will relax me, thank you. No. Damn. Too many jokes. Too many people to offend. Not enough time. Too little time, chat. But so many jokes. I just decided I wasn't going to go there today. Reflipping. Can we come back down in range? Can we come back down? The 4-hour hasn't moved, right? Look at this. The 4-hour created a top wick. Might flip. We get a bearish closure back down in range. And buy, oh buy, oh buy, oh buy. We will have some sells. But then it's kind of tough too, right? Because look, this on the higher time frame, this tends to get filled. 23 to 38. We tend to fill it. So this was a strong rejection, but the issue is the previous 4-hour to close out the day didn't have much of a top wick, right? And this one's created it, and now coming back down. If this closes bearish and back down in range, we should see more bearish momentum to the bottom of the range. But if this closes bearish or bullish, but above, oh, almost fell, but above 31, it's going to tell me that it's respecting that area of support, and we're going to look to move up. You feel me? Bougie in the house. Probably made himself a bowl. Now he's ready. Draw down 3 pips for almost an hour. That's spread. You break even with a little bit of spread. Yeah, I try not to open positions if spreads are over 3. It happens, but try not to do it. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I got a headache today again. I think it's my lack of sleep. Earlier. Police are investigating a drive-by shooting that left a man dead in Liberty City. I think Don was trying to move there. We spoke about this when the monthly opened with the bottom wick. We said there's a high likelihood we come up and fill a large portion of this monthly wick. When will it happen? We're ranging. We are in a range. It's not a trending market. They got the whole thing on video? Yeah, it's Miami. Huh. Yeah, Asia's been getting the range for the last week and a half. Did again. Stop tapping. Usually get some volume around 15 minutes from now. I mean, we've been getting volume a bit later, but it hasn't been the same volume as it was in April and May. You have open sell positions from 32.81. Should I close half B? What did your plan say? Does your plan say close at 6 pips? Do it. If there was no plan, then exit the trade. Plan, don't ask me. Yes. Oh, TTE, what's good? Yo, I hopped on your stream today. I don't really want to take up any time, but I dropped a like, and I heard you saying that that Green is paying for a vacation that we're going to. Where are we going, Green? Switzerland? Or where did Sweden? I heard you talk about some vacation then. We should go. As soon as Switzerland wins the Euros, we should go. Punta Cana? Why would I want to downgrade from where I live? I'm trying to go somewhere better. Oh yeah, I seen him at the fight. He paying for everything. Green. We also need security, so I'm gonna need you to bring your boxer friends. We need security. So I want to go on that vacation, yo. Wherever you're going, I want to go. Yo, by the way, yo, Nick, I appreciate the prayers, bro. I was gonna say no, I just didn't want to disrupt your stream. Yeah, I appreciate the prayers, dog. Pops is home. My pops is back home after damn near a month in the ICU, and we are in recovery mode. Big W. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, also, mods. We need new mods. Chat. Yep, I think we're gonna give out. Somebody's gonna get jumped in right now. We're gonna give out new wrenches right now. Oh, hold on a second. That's gonna have to wait. Mama Wix is calling. Hold on. Yes, yes, I see the YouTube mod channel. Actually, those are the three. Those are the three that I was gonna do, and you guys, like, those are the exact three that were there. So, mod number one, I mean, I think she's been jumped in a long time ago and wrenched, right? Let's give that to SL. SL is getting, wait, hold on, you gotta write something in the chat so I can mod you. I don't know, I gotta find your name. SL getting that wrench. Yes, 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 man. Congratulations, you now have the wrench. Also, the next mod, can we get a drum roll, please? Okay. Oh, not that, sorry. Mod took off running. Fuck that! Nope, whoops. Wrong one. Damn it, forget that. Fuck the wrench, I'm out. What do mods do? They ban people. They help me run the stream. They keep the chat clean. Okay. I don't know if we have, do we have everybody? I think, oh yeah, we do. So, mod number 2 today goes to Nate. Right? Nate. Yes, Nate's always here. Nate's always there. And mod number 3, we have options. Options is always here as well. So, I'll get them on. I'm gonna get rid of, I think I got to get rid of 4 or 5 mods from that are not as active anymore. And I have 2 more people I want to mod next week, but that's going to be next week. I want to go through, because this is a lot of mods, but I want to get rid of a couple old ones, and then next week we have 2 more. I already have the names in my head. I know who's going to be. They're just going to get it next week. So SL, Nate, and options. Your new mods. Let's go. W. Mama, I made it. Okay, so we kind of flipped bearish for a second and never went down. That's nice. Bottom wick. That's exactly what we wanted, except to here. Except 23.31. So what happens in this case? We have 3 minutes till the 4-hour closure, right? We have a top wick, closed above. So there's a chance, because we're closing below this little area, right, at 23.34, there's a chance we could reject there. So it will be key for us to come down and grab orders first. We didn't really come down. You see how we grabbed orders here with bottom wicks? That's not enough for me to drive, to be in there for a drive up. 2 minutes from now, we're going to need to come down, re-break those lows, and then push up. If we can't do that, and we end up driving up first, we will look for closures either above 33.5. Oh, I'm sorry, not 33.5. This is right here, this area. 34.5. Or we will look for a rejection and a drive back down in range below 23.31. Right? So here, we will look for a closure on a small time frame, and then to finish the range up. Clean range here to the left, clean range here to the left. So we're either looking for that, or we look for that top wick rejection. If we're close below here, right, top wick, come back down in range 1. Will be on the smaller time frame. You see it as it'll come up and grab a top wick. Range 1, range 2, and anything below here, we will look to drive down. The only thing I would be looking for within range 2 is a support made if we do reject, and we come down here after a top wick, right? We come down and we're able to establish some kind of a support and get a bullish candle close. I don't mind taking anything below that support. So if we then come back down bearish and close below it, right, we get a top wick and we end up coming back down, closing below it, I don't mind taking sells at that point above this area, but we would have to establish a support and then break it. Until then, we're going to look for either closure above here, and it's got some range to go. Ideally, yeah, it's going to be even higher. Look at that. Oh, that's a lot of wicks here. Yeah, I probably, honestly, even now that I'm looking at closures above this area, I don't really think I like that. I would rather us either fill the range up and then look for positions, or bounce off 31. Let's see how it plays, because we might get a strong push and we might get a bottom wick where it just makes sense to take positions, right? Why do people seek advice even though they know the answer? Two things. People are not stupid. People are lazy. Number one. Number two, people typically will ask questions when they know the answer, but they aren't confident because they lack the experience. Experience and something happening over and over and over reinforces an idea that you have in your head, right? Or that you're able to notice. The fact that you've only seen it a few times in your experience, or you've experienced something only a few times in life, right? You don't have as much confidence in it because inexperience. So you have to ask. Anyway, inexperience and laziness, the two things. 4 hour closed bullish here, top wick to fill. We closed below this 4 hour area. Unless we're able to break these lows and bounce off of here, like I said, I'm not looking for buys here. Looks lovely off the 4. Looks lovely, right? Bottom wick, flip, but unless it taps 23.31. Last time we were in this area, we needed to tap 23.31 to get to 23.38. See these bottom wicks right here? Right there, that bottom wick got you up here. I want that to happen again. Market look awkward. Chart has plenty of gaps. In fact, monthly opening had a gap. Yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing. Fill in the gaps, right? With the just clean range. I'm just doing it automatically in my head. But it's not just the gaps. It's the range we're in. The range we're in is not the cleanest of ranges. This is where people blow an account, right? They'll run up an account in times like this. And then they have no idea what to do in here. Or what to do in here. What to do in here. And this is where people tend to, this is where most account gets blown. This is where most accounts get built. So if you realize that, be very cautious. Don't settle. Take as much of a sure thing as you can.
I don't throw darts at a board. I bet on sure things.
Yeah, so I'd rather, like, when it's this dirty, I'd rather have things happen my way or not be in it at all. People at the door, people at the door. Yo, Nick, when's the next time you're in South Florida? When are you coming down to Broward County? Yo. Get your people. Tell them to get in contact with my people. Bring the crew. Let's go do something. Let's go film some content. I'm gonna need you to bring earmuffs for your kids, though. The flip ski. Going to Weston in September? I was just there today. I was in Weston today. Actually, never mind. It doesn't matter where I was, but I was in Weston today. Sardelli's. Sardelli's is like not too far from me. Yeah, you know where I like the spot I like? It's right around the corner from Sardelli's. It's called fuck, what is it called? Yo. Go Bistro. That's what I like. Go Bistro. That place is pretty dope. Go Bistro is gas. Yeah, I like that place. Brittany Starr, Broward County in the house. W. W. Broward County in the house. That's dope. Unless you work for DCF. Because then, kids, take a break. Lunch break. We'll get back to sewing 20-cent sneakers when they're gone. Have a great night, bro. Happy to hear about your dad. Keep up the great work. Appreciate popping up, streaming. Yeah, appreciate you as well, bro. Thanks. Have a good night. Yeah, wrap it up. Stop the machinery. Yeah, Nick is doing good things. Good things for the community. It's got good intentions. You know, the tough part is that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. But in your case, chat, like, you need good intentions from your mentor. Wix, are you a millionaire? Depending on the currency. Hopefully I can get the hang of this platform. Everything's way different. Sure. Wait, do we need to flip the tape? No, we don't need to flip the tape. We're almost there. Let's flip it early so nobody has to remind me. The trickle up is real, right? Are we gonna just drop straight down? Oh, it was by La Careta. Oh. It's crazy. Miami's wild. Even the gated communities ain't safe. Anybody watching the Uruguay US match right now? How long did it take you to become profitable? Years. Took me years. A few years. Miami's the only place with a club attached to a taco spot. Yo, we gotta, I swear, we got a banging taco spot attached to a gas station. And it's like gourmet. They be attaching everything to gas stations in Miami. It's wild. Yeah, you be getting, you know. Get your fireworks and get your gas all in one place. I notice you don't use flagged trend lines. How come? I just don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. What's a flagged trend line? That spot was fire after the in-person meeting. Okay, coming down. What we want to see. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Why you make me sing that though? That's not fair. How you make me sing that? That's fucked up. Damn, they got me. Got him. I mean, we know what we're looking for. We just got to get rid of this friggin' football field that we've drawn up here. Oh, yep. He's not going to give a free kick for that? That's terrible. Copa political as hell. These refs definitely paid off. Upward or downward sloping trend lines? No, we use only horizontal trend lines. So, I mean, we trade more based on our knowledge of candles and price and levels. Not really based on bounces off trend lines and Fibonacci pullbacks. Yeah. Javier trades the moon strategy. I'm waiting for price to either break below 23.31 or establish a support. So we will look for a smaller time frame, but like this, do you really want to trade this? This is honestly here. This is technically the candle right now. You want to trade this candle? We still have this wick to fill right here. I think we might just fill the wick first. This looks ugly. 20 pip range. This calls for another J. I still need papers. We just spoke about this. You want to be... The key is to realize the part of the cycle you're in, so you can understand what approach to take, right? You're not going to trade the range the same way you would trade a pullback or the same way you would trade the drive, right? So you would apply the same knowledge but approach them with a different understanding of what's going on in the market. Just go get an apple, I'll walk you through it. Man's gonna force me to get an apple. You know, apple a day keeps the doctor away. But when you ain't got no papers, man's got to do what a man's got to do. Kids, don't try this at home. Actually, fuck it. Try it and videotape it. See what your parents say. Film the parents' reaction. Content, baby, content. You want to blow up? You got to cause a blow up to blow up. Where kids show up at home. Dad, why are my ink pens disassembled and sticking out of the apple? I was trying to kill an ant. Yeah. It was a whole pile of ants, and I was trying to kill a specific one, so I had to use the pen. Couldn't use the slipper. should try curried cow. How was it? Was it good? Did you like them? Did you enjoy them? Hey, Wix, good smokes from Colombia. Of course, good smokes from Colombia, bro. We gotta rub it in our faces. We know. We heard stories. We've seen a documentary or 15. We heard about you. Visit Kenya. One day. Is weed legal? Wait, hold on. Do you have any laws that makes shit legal or illegal? Ever in Australia? No, but it seems like it would be very American-like, except for the kangaroos. I can't get over the kangaroos. Yeah, I'm not allowed in Australia because I'm the type of dude to fucking take one with me in the car and just go for a highway blunt. Sir? That's Jack. Meet my friend Jack. Swole damn kangaroos, yeah. Good luck catching one. True. No, but I would get like a baby Joey. I would definitely get a wallaby and just... Uh-oh. Hold on. Chat. I think a kangaroo's calling and they're pissed. Hold on. Oh, he said, fuck you, come see me. Yo, what just happened? Somebody down for Uruguay. And he ain't moving. You got any Canada geese there? Bro, I've said this before. I got more stories than Walt Disney. Got mad geese stories. Oof, so the 15 has flipped after grabbing orders there, but that was a strong bearish closure on that previous 15 back in range. We would need to see some closures above here. This is perfect though, like we're tapping this 31 area, right? So if now we can come up and grab closures above 33, we will look for buys. Buys! Yeah, I didn't see what happened. Did he? How did he fall? I don't know if they're showing it or not. But they carried him off on a stretcher. Suspected concussion. He concussed. You're like 3 minutes behind my feed. They're not showing it again. .30 closure here in 2 minutes. We're stuck in this area still. Yo, that's a fucking penalty. This shit's rigged, I swear. I don't know what Messi promised these referees. Like, what, come to Miami, I show you around. Good time. Why does Uruguay and Argentina keep getting these calls? Messi and Suarez are up to something. They've been scheming this in Miami. Yeah, they definitely schemed this shit. They're like, look, man, let's just get together, Uruguay, Argentina, finals. You guys seen that little commercial? They definitely have that little walkie-talkie to the refs on the ground. Brr. Halftime. No, fuck halftime. Just keep going. All right, next half. Hello, Wix. Gonna drop a like, mute you, and then go hit Jim. Leave Jim alone. He done nothing to you. Stop hitting him. Before Jim gives you a restraining order. PG-13 to the Sixers. Yeah, that's wild. Clay's out. PG's out. Like, are they getting better contracts, better deals? Do they really not like their superstar teammates that miss half a season and still get paid the same money? Like, what's going on? Oh, he hit his head on the floor. Yeah, I saw Tatum just got smacked with the largest contract in NBA history. $50 million to the Mavs. It's always the largest. Yeah. Wait till next season. NBA is crazy. The amount of money flowing through that league. There's a successful enterprise. I love what the Knicks did, though. I gotta be honest with you. I love what the Knicks did. They basically reassembled the championship winning team from Villanova, right? They're just missing one more. They have 4 out of their 5 starters will be a Villanova Wildcat championship team. Right? Remember. That's why no one's ever done that before. No one's ever gotten 4 players from the same college championship team to try to recreate that in the pros. But they won a championship together, right? Just in college. So can they recreate that in the pros? That'd be dope. The dude bent, hit neck on the floor. Yeah, that's what I said. I think he hit the floor. Ate some dogs left from Chinese. They really smack. Yeah. You really about that glizzy life, huh? Glizzy gang. Nick's gonna let go of Hartenstein. He's already gone. He signed a contract with the OKC. Oklahoma City Thunder gave him like 80 mil, 70 mil. I was saying that during the Knicks run that he's going to get paid. Like, the way he's playing, like, he's not a good player. He wasn't going to get paid if he was anywhere else except the Knicks. Knicks played him, and he hustled. Knicks were like a hustle and bustle team, right? No, not really, like, famous superstar heavy. They were like, you know. So he bought in, and he worked himself into a nice fucking contract. Yeah, I don't know. Boy, he's probably already made like 600-700 mil. Wow. Wow, what a save. Yo, Javier, check this out. Pay attention to the game right now for the next 2 minutes. Yeah, 600 mil total, right? No, he's going to give a red card right now. You trade in the morning too? I do. I had a weird morning. I got hit with all these weird candle closures now and all these gaps on TradingView. And my broker froze this morning. I couldn't trade for like an hour and a half. Price was just frozen. So I was on, and then I was like, this is wild. Like during the peak times, and then I just dipped at like 9:20 or 9:30. No, I'm sorry. I dipped at like 10:20, 10:30. Is there New York? Yeah, that was a nasty save. Save that. There is New York tomorrow. I will be trading New York tomorrow. I believe Don will be trading New York tomorrow. Everybody's trading New York tomorrow. I will be live for Asian tomorrow. Yes, Asian session. And I will be live in the Signal channel for New York. I'm not looking for a flip, not looking for a rebreak out of highs. I'm looking for a closure above 33,496. It's a 3-roll minimum to get a call. Yeah. If you're not rolling over, you're not getting a call. You also got to grab something. You can't just roll over. You got to grab at like an extremity, right? You gotta do like, it's sort of like the movies where like, show us your best, like, you just got killed acting. Did you see this boxing match? Yo, I was watching a video of some dude boxing. He was a Russian dude, and he walks over back into his corner after a round, after like round 8 or 9. He's like to his coach, he's like, "What's the score? Like, what's the score? Like, what round by round? Like, are we down? Are we up?" And the coach was like, "Hey, look, listen to me, man. If you kill him right now, it'll be a tie." He said, "You're gonna have to kill him, and it'll be a tie." So the dude was like, "All right," and got up and went to fight. I was dying laughing. He was like, "Look, man, if you kill him right now, it'll be a tie." Not the coach. Best motivation ever. Yo, did they take a class on falling like the fucking Uruguay? Ear biting and rolling, a 3-roll minimum class on Mondays and Wednesdays for Uruguay. Also, what a game it was with the penalty kicks. Portugal. Damn. Ronaldo misses the penalty kick just to score the first penalty kick in the shootout. Slovenia's got a good goalie. Really good goalie. Wait, 120 at 11? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. We're on the 2 hour for a second. Books watches football? Soccer? Yeah, I watch both soccer and football. You're off. Have a good night. Later, mid-channel. See you tomorrow. We'll be on at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, as always. "20 minutes from now, we're still in this range where we are right now, between 31 and 33. We'll call it a stream. Call it a session. It's just been that kind of week. W new mods, though. Soccer is football. Soccer is soccer. Football is when they throw the ball to you. Football is a different ball and more men on the field. Different goals. My point of view on the sell, I don't see anything telling me buy or sell until we're beyond 31 to 33 range. Football. Soccer. Miss watching streams, always vibes. Been taking a break. Thank you very much. Come through. Don't come through just for the vibes. Come through for the value. You think You think the V in devious stands for vibes? No. It stands for vibrator. No, I'm just kidding. It stands for value. I can't understand who's having a better game. Is it the US? Because Uruguay still hasn't scored. Because with all the refs cheating, they should have already scored? Or is it Uruguay? Because the US can't seem to fucking hold on to the ball. The soccer ball. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's going to be much this session, but I'm going to wait till 10 to see if it moves or not. US looks decent for how good Uruguay supposedly is. I agree, but I also believe Uruguay is very, very overhyped. They're good on paper. They're very similar in that case to England. Like, they're good on paper, but it just, like, and they're good in terms of possession and they just can't seem to score. And like, don't sleep on the US. The US has got good players, right? It's just the fact that they're all young. They've assembled a really young team. There's no veteran leadership, and their coach sucks. The US literally has a really big coaching problem. Their coach is terrible. Good night, Space Cadet. Wow. There's a clean moves up and down here. The morning was lovely. Like, yeah. And then we get ass and feet for the evening. Yo, chat, whatever happened to that magic spray they used to use at the World Cup and shit? Like, they'd run up to you, they'd spray you, and then all of a sudden you're all fine. Well, how did they get rid of that? Did FIFA like send out a memo like, hey guys, stop doing that shit because people think it's real? It's really magical. People be like, yo, I need to get me some of that shit. My grandpa been in a wheelchair for 30 years. I'm about to have him walking next weekend. Get me that spray now. Psh, psh. Think it's like biofreeze, yeah. I got a biofreeze spray and a lotion. It's just like a little icy hot. Damn, that spray, they used to do magic. They would kill somebody on the field. They would have like 4 gunshot wounds, and then they'd run up on you with a stretcher and they'd spray you, and that's it. It'd be a miracle, right? Like, actual miracle. Look at him. He just healed him. The guy was dead, and the stretcher guys just healed him. I'm surprised how the Catholic Church has not made them saints yet. They've done so much healing. Like, you just need 2 miracles. They do 2 miracles a half with that spray, right? Catholic Church needs to confirm 2 miracles, you become a saint. You get canonized. Seems miraculous to me. Imagine just a bunch of saints on the sidelines. Yeah. I wouldn't give a fuck if lose an arm, psh, got a saint right there. You crazy? Come spray me. No diddy. It works. Been watching the stream for months. Got emotional. Blue 6024. Haven't traded in months. How would you recommend me getting back into trading? With how much money? Little. When I go on a losing streak, which I recently went on, right? Like a month ago, or a few weeks back. What I tend to do is I'll drop my lots and I'll be more patient. I'm more patient with opportunities because, yeah, I'll be more selective initially, but once you get into the swing of things, the key is be patient enough to catch a winning streak. Be patient enough to make sure you're going to go on a winning streak, not just you're going to catch one here, catch one the next day. Be patient enough that you're like, all right, this, like, I've waited a day, 2 days, like, I waited for my ideal position, I got it. Do it again. You're on a little winning streak. You start. That's how you build your confidence. Nothing builds confidence like blues in your terminal. Not blues in your terminal. That's how you build confidence back. So be extra patient. Give yourself a chance to go on a winning streak. Don't sell out, right? Because you've come to the realization of what's happening. This is the toughest part, right? The toughest part is to realize something is happening when it's happening. But when you've done that, now just you have to adjust. And adjustments take time, right? You have to change things, switch things up, right? Can't open new doors with old habits. Oh, how is that not a yellow card? I went knee on knee. That's crazy. Give him a red. Darwin Nunez. Clip that. Yeah, whatever you guys clip, let me know. Drop it in the meme channel or the clips channel. I don't know, in the Discord. I want to know what you guys clip and what you find interesting. That helps me zone in on that kind of stuff and provide more of it if that's what you guys find interesting. You know what I mean? You a walking reel, just be you. Yeah, but like, yo, something's going on Instagram, chat. Every single day, it's like a whole bunch of followers, and I've lost like a few hundred followers in like. I don't think I fit the algo, or I'm shadow blocked or shadow banned. Something. I feel like I fit the algo. I fit the real life algo. I don't fit the IG algo. Or maybe they're just really just a bunch of heavyset obese women running Instagram and they're just upset at my latest reels. Maybe it's a bunch of feminists running the show. In that case, Wix ain't never making it. Wix ain't never getting past that algo. Dreadies with kids and successful. Yeah, I was going to say successful dreadies with kids. Not good for people, apparently. I have to hawk Tua every year. They better put the Hawk Tuah girl into GTA 6. Pro, you kill me. Imagine that. You guys didn't even have to pay for the stand-up today. Free material. Just... You guys honestly just my test subjects, right? This is like me doing an open mic night, and I see what material works, what material doesn't for my next US tour. Anybody work for HBO here? I need a special. Get me a special. I got banned from IG for saying it's funny because she's... Oh, damn, that's tough. That's tough. That 4 hour though. Look at that 4 hour. 4 hour, 4 hour. Resistance right off the rip. As soon as you break that high. I do actually work for HBO. We looking for sponsors. That's like George Carlin. You ever seen that? He's like, and for those times when the cop pulls you over and asks you, what are you, a comedian? He's like, actually, yeah. Working on The Last of Us. Do a little cameo work here and there. Let me know. The Last of Us. The first of Wicks. I can already see it. What do you do though? You work in production? What do you do? You part of the film crew? You design? Editing? Lighting programmer. So when they say, hey, yo, we need daytime with a little bit of cloud cover, you create that perfect light that shows daytime with some cloud cover. Yeah, 4 hour flip, but I want the closure above there. It's like no bueno for me. The way it looks like right now, if it closes like this in 4 minutes, that's the le candle, and you also have a resistance right off the rip at this area. See that we saw on the 4 hour. So a le candle closing at this area is no bueno. Now you have 4 minutes for the hourly, right? So if you can close above there, leave a top wick, and strong bullish closure, we will look for positions on the next hourly. And that's it. Will be our last hurrah or first hurrah, but it's still possible, right? If we get something like this right now in the next hourly, we will look to finish out the range. But if we reject off this area as a top, we can come back down in range, right, and do something like this. We will call it a session. How do you get a gig at HBO? Like on the set, outside of being an actor, because I know how to get that gig. But like, is that like a hookup? Or did they just have like? It's not like HBO is hiring and come in for an interview. It's just more like, hey, this is the position we're looking for. You would be a great fit for it. 200K a year is not bad. That's pretty good money, right? It's the 80 hours a week that get me. Oh, you're a union worker too, bro. You can't get fired. Shit. Fuck it then. Sell drugs on set. You can't get fired. You good, bro. Or trade. Or you could just trade. Two minutes. Dos. It's like the mob, hard to get in, harder to get out. No, that's like a Raja trade. Stream's over. Let's not go there. I'm not answering any more questions. Damn it, we got a minute to go, bro. I got myself in trouble in the last minute of the damn stream. I've done so good. I've done so well. I've done set myself up. Yeah, you see how that level is? I think we're off on that level. It should be like that, and that would fall in line with the 4 hour here to the left, right? Which probably should even be higher, the 4 hours up here. But in the hourly, this makes sense, right? You got a little support here at this area. You're able to drive through 37.1. You need a closure above, you need a top wick. Okay. That's a leg candle. We don't have a top wick, and we have the body smaller than the bottom wick. Highly likely we come back down in range after a top wick. But that 4 hour. Yeah, I'm not gonna be in positions here. What you'd want here is to have this candle give you so much range, or not even, sorry, so much range in the shape of a wick, right? Which will tell you it's a smaller time frame range, because once you grab the bottom wicks here and you start driving up, once you're filling the range, the momentum should take you past it and you should fill that range, right? But if you have a resistance here, or no more range to go up, and a leg candle with some range below it, right? That bottom wick is a range. It's not necessarily the bottom wick to take off and drive. That bottom wick is a range as well. If you start coming back down, you're going to fill that bottom wick over here. So, have you taken sells off a leg candle before? Of course. If this candle was to do this right now, if it was to drive up, right? If we were seeing print is driving up, and then it flipped bearish, I would take the sells off the flip. Okay? The reason I can't take a top wick entry though, which would have been lovely if the previous hourly didn't give you a bottom wick, which would have made the 4 hour not have a bottom wick. So if the 4 hour didn't have a bottom wick here, and this was the hourly closure, and then we come up here, I take a top wick sell here. I would take a sell as the price is moving against me as it's coming up, because I would expect the 4 hour then to create that bottom wick, and we have a leg candle, which means we're expecting to reject, come back down in range. Right, and that's kind of what it's doing right now. You see leg candle, it should come back down and retest this range. What about buy stops? The current break at a high. We just discussed the fact that there's no range here, right? There's no top wick. Can it drive? Of course. The 4 hour is still open, right? The 4 hours flipped, and if it re-break the 4 hour, of course it can drive. But the chances of that go down. The probability of it driving goes down now. So typically you'd want to wait for more candles to print so they can give you that top wick that is not there yet, right? You have your closure above. You're missing the wick, the range above here. So you want more candles to print, right? And if you get candles like this printing, then now you have you've grabbed bottom wick orders, you're closing above, you're maintaining price above this area, which in turn you can now identify it as support. Price has tried to break down in range and came back up above, closed above, right? If that happens and you have range to go up, you don't need a steep bottom wick. You've already grabbed one here. You just need it to the most recent resistance, or the most recent support, I'm sorry, and then a flip. It's taking you up. The momentum and the range are going to be there, right? Closure above, the volume's there, direction's there. You've tried to come back down, you didn't. You've established this as a support. You've grabbed the orders. You now have a top wick to fill. You have everything, all the stipulations you need to enter a position. The only thing you need now beyond that is your risk management and how you're going to approach the rest of the trade after you're in the position. It's not just about entering. Entering the position is like the same. It's the same thing as people say, what's more important, the nutrition or the going to the gym, right? Working out or eating right. What's more important? They kind of work hand in hand. The same thing here, but I would say that the same thing here with entering a position and managing risk. They also work hand in hand. It's not one more important than the other, but you can't manage, right? You can't enter a position without having risk management. Otherwise, you're going in blind. You don't want to go into a trade blind. So you're going to need that risk management. And in reality, the entry of a position will have less of an effect on your account balance than how you managed it. How you perform within the trade, well, after it's open, when it's active, is more important than figuring out which position to take. You're going to need to perform during the trade, because if it's a bad position, you're going to need to know exactly how to manage it. Saving funds, saving your soldiers, saving your army for the next battle. It's just as important as growing it. So yeah, you're going to need to create these ranges before you can actually utilize them or take advantage of them. Right now, they're not there. Gang, I'm going to call it a session here. I'm glad you guys all stayed up and watched the stream and listened to me rant and yap. I think it was very valuable. It was very entertaining. Yeah, if you guys have clips, send them in to me. Let me know what they are. DM me with them. It would be pretty dope if I could make some reels out of them. But other than that, chat, I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone in the Signal channel, see you guys in the morning. And everybody else, we will continue this to tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. All right, thanks, mods. Appreciate you. Congrats to all the new mods that we have patrolling the mean chats of YouTube. Right? The rest of the chat, love and wisdom to you all. Zoom gang, I'll see you in the clubhouse. As for me, my time is up. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books. Good night, everybody.